Hello, Earle Pughe here. We're up to another holiday season. This usually brings out the best in everyone, so try to be kind. So this is a Silent Night. It's a relatively simple melody. There's no accidentals, there's no syncopation. I put the melody on strings 1 and 2 until the end so that I have room for a chord underneath it. Because it's a simple melody, I wanted to keep the chord simple. So no sevenths, no minor sevenths, just straight triads underneath the melody. Kind of in keeping with this idea of a simple but pretty tune. So the melody, the first two measures, we can play that holding the bottom of a G chord down and only moving the fourth finger. So that's what I'm going to do. And I wanted to keep the feeling of 3. This tune is in 3/4. It's a waltz. So in addition to being a holiday song, it's a waltz. You could dance to it. So I wanted to keep the feeling of 3. So I added some low notes to kind of give it more of a pulse. The next two measures are exactly the same. So we can keep fingers 2 and 3 down on the guitar, only move the fourth finger. So the fourth finger is starting off on the D on the second string. And if you're careful with the pick, you can play that last string, the highest note, just a little louder, just a little harder than the others. So I'm trying to bring out that melody note so it doesn't get swallowed up by all those notes underneath it. Now we're to a D chord. We need an A melody note. So I kept the open fourth string. We have a A melody note now, and it's on the top of a D chord. You can keep the fourth string, D, get another D on string 3, an F sharp and an A. So you've got a nice triad supporting that melody note. And now jump down to your standard open D chord. And then back to a G chord. We have a G melody note, so it's the standard G chord. And now a D melody note. Now we get to the 4 chord. We get to a C chord. We have an E melody note. So we can play a standard C chord and get that melody note with no additional effort. Now we need a G. We're still on a C chord, so put the fourth finger on the high G, a note to give us a beat to, and I had to let go there in order to get the F sharp to E. So and we're back to a G chord with a D melody note. This is the same melody now as the first two measures, but I added one low note just to give it a little more pulse. Then we do those 4 measures again, starting off on the C chord with the E melody note. We have 2 A notes, and then up to a C, then back to A, then F sharp. So we can get those first 2 notes underneath the D chord that we already did. It's on frets 5 and 7, D, D, F sharp, A. Now in order to support that high C note, I'm going to bar with the first finger at fret 7. So on strings 4, 3, 2, I've got a D, another D, an F sharp, and I've got that C. So that is technically a D7, but it's a 7 because the melody is the 7. So strum that and try to emphasize that high note. Now we got to let go and jump back down, get an A and an F sharp, and then we are to a G chord with a G in the lead. So we've got that fourth finger on the high G on string 1. And now we need a G chord with a B in the lead. The B is at fret 7 on string 1, so we can put what looks like a D chord down, and we'll have a D, another D, a G, and a B. So we've got a complete chord there, G, B, D. B is in the lead. And you can let go with that first finger and get a couple lower G's, not real low, but lower, or you can just keep the D on the bottom. Either way, it will sound great. Now we're back to the G chord, and we need to go down a triad, G, D, B. So we can do all of that without moving fingers 2 and 3. Now we need a D chord with a D in the lead. So this is an incomplete D chord. D, A, D. No F sharp, but it's kind of in your ear from the previous D chord, so it'll work. And then we need another C, so there's a 7, and then an A, and that leads us down to a G chord. Now this G is a little bit low for a melody note, but if you give it a little emphasis, it'll ring out nicely. So the whole thing again. So, thank you very much for checking out this video. Have a great holiday season. Please give me a like. Please consider subscribing. The next video is going to be the same song, but we're going to use some jazz chords. Then a G6. So much different sound, fancier chords, but the same melody. Please stay tuned. Hope to see you soon. Thank you.